what's around the next corner. How did the divorce impact your sense of identity or self worth?
Oh wow. Um, it didn't really impact my identity too much, but I lost my self-worth in the marriage. So that was the big thing for me. I felt unworthy. I felt man, it was tough, man, because I lost my sense of self in my marriage. But actually once I left, I started finding myself again because I can look back at some of the things that I was going through and what I was doing and what was going on in my relationship that didn't seem like much at the time. But looking back, it was something very prevalent, which put me into that down spiral point in my life where I went depressed. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
um, I really just needed to dig deep and find myself. So I started doing the work. You know, I started losing my passion for the things that I love. I cycle. I got a radio station I work on. I'm a music whore. I wasn't doing my music. I stopped singing as much, man. I love to sing. So a lot of things that started changing and people have started noticing. My children really like, you okay, pops? You know what I'm saying? They started seeing these little changes in me, these little intricate, and then I was snippy. They would ask me questions, and I would bite instead of just sort of processing and responding. You know, I would just, yeah, 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 yeah. They was like, yo, I just asked a simple question. Like, yo, my apologies. You know what I'm saying? I was very
Right.
snippy, man. So I lost myself prior to, not after the fact. I found myself in after the fact. And, I had my moments where I doubted some things after the fact because I was questioning how I was in the marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, was I good enough? Was I strong enough? Was I man enough? Did I prematurely let this just slide away? Should I have fought a little bit harder? You know what I'm saying? I'm asking myself those questions, beating myself up. But and the reality of it is I answered those questions to the best of my ability. And I did everything that I thought was right. I became the person that she wanted me to be, that I thought she wanted me to be. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
uh but damn, I lost my train of thought. What was the question again, bro? How did I
No,
find
you said
myself?
yeah. How did the divorce impact your sense of identity or
My
self
sense of
worth?
identity. Yeah, I feel you. I'm sorry. I got on that little ramble, man. But I never really lost my identity. I lost it in the relationship, and that's what the big part was. So I had to fight to find myself again, and I'm on that upward motion now because I found myself, and I'm
Mm.
slowly learning and repurposing myself and becoming the version of the man that I know I need to be. Because, like you say, we evolve, and every 5 to 7 years, you're supposed to elevate and evolve anyway. So with me turning a certain age this year, I turned 55 this year. I am at a transition in my life where change is inevitable, and I knew that change was coming. I just didn't know what that change was, So when everything transpired, it was like, you know what? This is what was building inside of me when I kept saying change is inevitable. There's a change that's about to happen this year, baby. I don't know what that change is, but I feel it. So I'm going to accept it whenever it comes. And what happened was the change was my relationship was going to dissolve. And I had to accept what that was and move on. So I changed that way. So I'm moving in my purpose and finding myself once again. And that's real.
Well, I can tell you, it impacted my sense of identity by it just it just made me become more of a calmer individual. After I got
Mhm.
divorced, I had to go through a lot of steps to get rid of the anger,
Yeah.
right? I had to get rid of all of the hatred because I had, man, I remember, man, I had a homie I worked with at the plant, and when I was going through it, man, big fella, man, we called him Big Mike, and he would watch me get the text, he would watch me get phone calls and just blow up, man. And like I said, this was a big fella, right? And he was like, man, you gotta fuck that shit, man. You can't let this bitch, man, get to you, man. You know. And then what he would say was, don't do like I did, man, and lose control. And man, and we working them 12/7s, right? So he and I every day, man, we on 12/7s, man, for like 5, 6, 7 months at a time. So it's just he and I, and he just watching me go through the process. And man, he
Yeah.
would talk to me every day, bro. Like, man, don't let this get to you, bro. I understand it's messing with your money. You got your kids, and you struggling. But he was speaking positivity into my life, man. And
Yeah.
that's one of my
Yeah.
brothers, man. And it was like, I remember one time, man. One time specifically, I'm at work, and man, she said something about I couldn't see my kids, and man, I blew the fuck up, right? He was like, man, he grabbed me, man. He was like, look, bro, just walk off the line, man. I got this, man. I can run this, but while you go ahead and take care of what you got to take care of. Man, he said, man, go ahead and blow off that steam, man. Go in the bathroom, chill for a minute, man. Don't be out here working like that, man. Don't let her do it.
Right.
Because I was getting ready. Hey, man, in my head, I'm getting ready to leave work, man. And I'm pissed. He was like, man, he said, I ain't letting you go nowhere. You ain't leaving, bro. Nope. You gonna finish this
Right.
day out with me, and I'm gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
And so, man, I had some strong brothers around me, man. I had some strong brothers around me, man. I had people in my corner, man, that was just like helping me along the way when I was struggling to buy stuff, man. I had friends, man, that was, boom, boom, boom. I had a lady, a young lady I was dealing with at the time. She was like, boom, 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 boom. She was helping me out. So I had help, but it was just like, no, I supposed to be able to do this on my own.
Yeah.
So I had to get rid of that pride, right?
That support system is a motherfucker though, man.
Um, I was like, you know what, bro? The pride thing, I had to get over that, right? Because I'm used to
Hmm.
buying brand new stuff. So my mom would get hand-me-down stuff,
Hmm.
right? And she had a cleaning company, so her clients was, they were well-to-do and nice clothes, but they were used, right?
Yeah.
But when my kids got them, man, they excited, like, oh man, you know, and that made me feel good, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, damn, okay, at least they appreciate it, you know,
Right.
and it did something to me, man. It broke me down, like, man, that shit, like, okay, it humbled me, and I don't believe in being humble, but it did lower me for a minute, man. It made me feel bad, like, damn, she took away my means to do for my kids, man.
Yeah.
And that was, you know, I got over the fact that she talked shit about me. I got over that. But the point when you can't take care of your children the way you want
Yeah.
to or the way that you were
Yeah.
doing, that's what got me. So what it made me realize, man, it impacted my self identity by it. I realized who I was in that moment. I'm glad I had the people I had in my corner talking to me. I'm glad about that because who knows what I would have done had I just went out and just followed my first mind.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
brothers kicking it to me, man. It's like, bro, man, we got you, man. Don't worry about none of this. We got you. So I had people in my corner, but I had to realize that, I had to get rid of that pride, you know, and start to accept help.
Yeah. For
Because I'm
sure.
used I'm the one that's always helping. It felt like I'm the one that
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
Now I'm the one needing help. So that's what it was, man. For them young brothers out there, man, it's like you gonna go through it, man. But that's why you're supposed to surround yourself with people, man, that's not gonna allow you to destroy yourself
There
by
you go.
making
That's
dumb
real
choices.
talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anything else on that?
Nah, man, you hit it right on the head, man. I concur with everything that you were speaking of. I went through a lot of things, but like I said, that support system is a mug because I had brothers in my ear too, twice divorced, letting me know that you gonna be all right, man. You gonna go through some things. You was one of them, you gonna have those emotions. You gonna go, but you got this, bro. And don't let everything get to you. Just keep your head high and keep moving forward. So all the young folk out there that's watching this, man, understand. Support system is life. Don't let that pride get in your way. When somebody giving you some information, accept it, man, because it may be beneficial to you. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're not thinking right, you're not thinking right. Sometimes you need somebody to make you think right, baby.
Hey, well, what they shouldn't do is think. Don't allow your emotions to think for you.
Yeah,
You
yeah, for
know,
sure.
it's okay to get mad, but once you get mad, man, just step back. Take a step back. Take some deep breaths. Whatever you got to do. It's not bad getting mad. It's what you do after you get mad
There you go.
that can ruin your whole life.
What's around the next corner?